Yeah, I know how you feel. All right, after a year waiting, finally got Glen. Fucking year. So, how long you got to go before you say your final last farewell here on this planet Earth?
Who knows? Who knows? Hopefully it won't be too long, huh?
So is what you mentioned a few times in a few different interviews about age 33 going to come true, or?
I don't know, man. It's premonitions, dude, you know? Everybody gets premonitions. Let's hope not. Sometimes I think that it would be fucking poetic justice for me to go early, but then again, sometimes I go back to that old proverb that only the good die young. And I'm not good, so I fucking keep finding myself fucking banished on this planet, I guess.
Oh, shit. What are your feelings on the fact that you haven't got dropped from Roadrunner yet and all the other death metal bands did?
We sell records still, man. They only care about money. That's all they care about is money. As long as you make money, you're on a record fucking label. I kind of, if they were to drop us, it wouldn't faze us anyway, because we get picked right back up. They know that. That's why they won't let us out until it's fucking run its course.
What do you think of Dave Vincent leaving Morbid Angel?
I like it. I think it's about time.
So you're complaining about not breathing, yet you're smoking here. Is there something fucking wrong with this equation, man?
Yeah. I can't breathe with all the fucking, closed up and shit. Once I can breathe, then I can smoke. Starting to be able to come around now.
About last year, there was up where I live, there was 3 kids that went out into the forest and killed this chick. Said it was because they wanted to go to hell, and I heard.
Are those the ones that are responsible for Slayer getting sued?
Yeah. And I heard that through the grapevine that there was some kid up in like Washington or something that murdered a bunch of people and spray painted your name all over the place, and now you guys are perhaps getting sued for that. What is your take in 2 different points of view, perhaps in your philosophy point of view in terms of what your lyrical content is all about, and your just plain personal point of view on what's wrong with these kids?
Well, I think that with the thing that's going on with those kids that are we'll start off with our thing here first. We're actually being sued, each one of us individually, for $10 million apiece. Cannibal Corpse are being sued. It's a class action suit. Some kids in Oregon, like 3 or 4 kids, they went and fucking killed the fucking convenience store clerk, brutalized the other one. She lives, she's suing us now, and she's gonna lose. We got the ACLU on our side, so we're hoping for the best turnout. As far as what happened to Slayer, all I can say is that we live in an age of frivolous, stupid lawsuits, man, and they can't, these people, these families or whatever, they have a hard time realizing that, there is a few wicked assholes in this world that are, wickedly but stupid, you know what I mean? They go out and they do things like this, they don't realize what they're doing, and what they do is just leave victims behind. And I'm not, I don't condone any of that shit, man. I don't, what we're doing ain't about, when we got together and started writing this music, man, we weren't, sitting around going, yeah, man, that'll really get them to fucking go out and kill people, we didn't have that, mentality, to make people, nuts and go out and kill themselves and kill other people. I think what you got is a bunch of kids that are, they're real lost, man. They get into this fucking, to a satanic crowd or whatever, and they want to impress their friends or whatever, man. I don't know. It's really confusing to me. I can't see why anybody would want to fucking ruin the rest of their lives for something as stupid as that.
Is it in your mind truly satanic, or is it just some label that they're saying? Or do they even know and understand what the fuck they're dealing with?
That's self-gratification, man. That ain't gratification for Satan. That ain't praising the devil. That's fucking praising themselves. That's an ego trip, man. That's killing for ego, to me.
Is that one of the reasons why when you get up on stage and when actually with the last time that I talked with you last year, you don't mention much about your philosophy and your beliefs and things like that because it's not for others to be seeing openly?
I'm not a traveling preacher, man, you know what I mean? I'm not up there to fucking yell a bunch of satanic fucking philosophies at people, and I'm not out here trying to convert people, man. I'm a musician and fucking an artist, and I just like to fucking get up there and do my thing. I'm not if I was to get up there and start preaching that shit, man, I just look cynical. I don't want to do that. I'm not to please anybody, man. I'm only out there to please myself right now. I'm not gonna go out there and try to convert people, man. If you want to if you believe it and you want to get into the philosophy of it, that's fine, man. I'm not gonna fucking go out and fucking, pass out pamphlets and become a fucking, total hypocrite about, the whole thing. I just assume stay neutral. This way, then I ain't got people fucking turning around and slapping shit in my face,
Are you still getting problems with religious groups and animal rights activists and shit like that?
Here and there, man. Every once in a while, you gotta do a show. We're getting some shit right now in Florida, in our own backyard, man. We're changing venues and people are threatening to riot and protest and shit. That's usual shit, man. They don't realize, you come into town, they think that, you're coming there to possess their kids and their kids are going to be out killing people or whatever, man. It's really stupid, man, where people are taking this shit these days.
So you think it's a pretty good thing that people like Izod are actually paying for you guys to fly out here and do the shows and stuff like that? That's pretty strong support of the scene, right?
Going, man, by doing that. He's keeping this shit in existence. If it wasn't for people like that are still booking this shit, man, and, it'd be gone. You have to realize, man, this style of music, heavy music like this, man, it's never gonna die. Look at all the fucking fags, fucking poser rock and rollers, or whatever you want to call them, faggots from the fucking 80s, all that 80s fag glam metal and shit, right? Those guys are all fucking gone. You know what I mean? And it's one thing I can say about this style of music, man. As far back as I can remember, it's been around. You know what I mean? It ain't going nowhere. People can say what the fuck they want to say, but as long as it's heavy, original, and it's fucking sincere, it's gonna stick around, man, no matter who you are. If you're fucking, dedicated to what you're doing, I think it's fucking something that can last. I never fucking, when I started doing this, I never said, oh man, we're gonna be millionaires, because that's just,
You're not, right?
It's not realistic, man, we make enough money now where we can do, concentrate on the band, but, as far as like living high in a hog, no, man, we're far from it. We all live from month to month. The reason why we're out here now is just to make money to live,
Yeah, but it's doing what you're enjoying doing, right? So
it's better than fucking kicking a shovel in the dirt.
It's gonna be better than typing this fucking interview in too. What is it in particular that has held the band together after all this time, from the demo Amon and coming up all the way down 10 years? What is it that's held you guys together this well? What's your secrets?
We're basically all friends, man. That's where, it's like we've already been through we've been through the whole fucking 9 yards, man. I've kind of stuck my neck out in certain directions to keep certain things away from the band. A lot of bands, it's like, you think of a fucking scenario, with, different bands, it's like, some bands you got fucking the girlfriends that get involved and fucking end up fucking it up. You got fucking guys that are fucking, you got 2 or 3 rich kids in the fucking band that are like, hey, who gives a fuck, you know what I mean? It's like, our situation, man, is we all know what we all come from the fucking, we all come from the fucking construction site, dude, you know what I mean? We know what the fuck it's like to fucking work for a living. We know what it's like to starve. We know what it's like not to have money to pay your bills. We know what it's like to fucking not have a fucking car. We know what it's like, man, to suffer, So I think that the fact that we all know where we come from is why we're still together, Nobody's ever, quit the band, for any length of time, but 20 minutes, it's like nobody's ever fucking really, man. It's just, I think one of the things is, it's like we all have a good sense of humor about each other, man. We can laugh at each other and laugh each other off and tell each other fuck off and, just...
So you're not all as evil and hateful and everything that like people even in the underground media.
What kind of life is that to walk around hating and you know what I mean?
But it seems like somewhat of a dichotomy that you say that.
There's things I hate, man. There's people I hate. There's things I hate. Religious groups I hate. Religion. You know, I mean, there's a lot of things I hate. But you know what I mean? It's like to walk around, holding all of that hate. Man, it ain't healthy, dude. I mean, I grew up being like that, man. My whole life being fucking holding on to hate and anger and resentment and shit like that. And anymore, man, my philosophy on it is that until you bring it into my face and you fuck with me with it, right, I'm not gonna fucking, I'm not gonna go out of my way. I'm not gonna get up at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning and say, well, let's go do the church, and fuck it, and, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not gonna go out of my way, but I will fucking, and I have. I protect my space, man. I'm not gonna let some fucking Christian come to my fucking house and preach a bunch of shit to me and that.
Have you ever had any Seventh-day Adventists or anything like that come to your house and knock on your door?
I had, one morning I went to my storage unit, pulled my car up, and come back to the house with my car, and I got this...
What kind of car do you drive?
68 Barracuda. And, on the front of my car, I got one of them, novelty license plates that you go get pressed out, and it says Satanic 68 on the front. And as I'm pulling, backing into my driveway, the Jehovah's Witnesses come walking up to my house, and they both these guys in suits and briefcases, and they stop and they're looking at the car, and they see this, license plate and that, and I get out and I fucking look right at them, and they're just froze for a minute, and that guy leans over there for other friend, they both they fucking travel down the road, man. They don't fuck with me too much, man. They take one look at me and they know that they're looking for a fucking battle, man. Plus, you look at my house, the front door's got fucking a big fucking satanic fucking door knocker on the front with a nice big sign that says you will be killed if you come through this door.
Do you live in a tract home or what? So we have immediate neighbors?
Oh yeah, I live right in the middle of suburbia, man.
So what do people think of your next door neighbors? What do they think?
No, man. They know I'm a musician and I travel and I make money, and that's all they know, man. I mean, there's a few people in the neighborhood. I've had a couple people walk up to my door wanting autographs and shit like that. Not to be an asshole, but when you come up to my fucking house, that's asking to get fucking gun pointed in your face. And I've done it a few times. People coming up to my house, banging on my door at fucking 12 o'clock at night. Hey, Glen, you get the fuck moving, man, or I'll fucking kill you, I mean, there's certain, there's certain times and places for things like that. And coming to my house and disturbing me while I'm fucking relaxing with my kids sleep or whatever. I mean, that's just stupid, man. There's certain kids that know, they find out where I live, and they're respectful enough to write me a letter saying, hey, Glenn, I'm so-and-so, I live right down the street from you, would you fucking, and that kind of shit I respect, man. People that just walk up to my fucking house like, it's some kind of fucking crash pad, and that don't work, man.
Right. Some of the structures you guys use in your music, I have this guy that writes for me from England that does, if you can believe it or not, classical music reviews for English magazines and stuff, and he seems to think that Dead But Dreaming with some of the triplet patterns and things like that you guys use is some of the most complex stuff that he's ever heard in all death metal, and he's been in it forever.
Man, I've always said, I've said it from the beginning, man, since I've ever heard any of this, the structured kind of music. Going back to, even a band like Exodus, man, Bonded by Blood. That album, you have to realize this style of music, man, is the closest thing right now going to classical music. The way it's structured, the way it's written, is the closest to classical music that you can get to, man. Fucking something like fucking Alana Morissette or something. That's just, to me, that's alternative fucking, rock and roll or whatever. The structures are totally different, we're classical music, you got a piece, and it flows into another piece, and flows into another piece, and then it repeats itself all over again, and it's just the way it's structured. It's real similar, man. Ain't nothing as close to it as what we're doing.
How long does it take you guys to actually write a song then, and considering how structured that it is?
depending on, Steve writes a lot of stuff, and when somebody writes a song and I would bring it to practice, I listen to it. I record it, take it to the house, and then I sit down and go through the process of some the syllable fucking process of sounding it all out. And then what I do is, if there's something I don't like or something that don't work or something that don't fit, I just cut it all out. Tell them guys, this has got to go, this has got to go, this has got to go. Put this here, put this there, and that's how it goes. Kind of like the final arrangement kind of thing. Because I can't fucking write lyrics unless it's right,
So do you subscribe to the philosophy of if you don't do it yourself, it doesn't get done right?
You got it.
Is that why you're the manager also of the band?
You got it. Yep.
Pretty good philosophy to live by, don't you think?
Hey man, fucking Rolling Stones, fucking people that have fucking taken their fucking shit serious and done it themselves have actually, made money at it. I mean, I would not, I'll tell you right now, I very seriously doubt this band would still be together if we had management, like a management company or whatever, or, other people's hands in the money, man. It wouldn't work for us because of the fact that, the money, you're not making that killer of money anyways. I mean, the money ain't all that great. And if you got to give fucking, this person 20%, this person 15%, this person 1%, then it's like, man, you're stuck fucking with nothing. So it's like, I decided long ago, man, long time ago, I was like, well, man, I mean, if I'm gonna learn it, I might as well learn it, what I mean? For 10 years now, I've been dealing with it, and I don't let nobody get shit past me. You got good lawyers and everything, man, so. The only overhead we have when we go out and do a show is our, whatever our expenses are, and, our booking agency, and, this way, man, we're, the money stays with us. I only really take a percentage of the band's money for management. It's like when we do like a, 30-day tour or, 2 weeks or whatever, I only take 5%. So it's like, I don't really, I know these guys need money to live on and that, and I'm not an asshole, man, and take up all the money and shit. I just, usually like to get a little bit of money for all my time invested for all the work, phone calls, faxes, and overnights, and all the shit I gotta do, It's a major part of my life, man. I mean, 24 hours a day, I gotta fucking deal with the band, man. You know what I mean? It's like those guys go home, hey, fuck it, forget about it. I can't, I got people calling me, and, it's like, so it's like an inconvenience for me in some, in certain senses, man. But, I deal with it because I'd much rather, right now, have somebody come in and manage the band, man, it would be a total disaster for us. The record company hate it, man, but, it's like, when you got to deal with somebody in the band, you can't fucking yell and scream at them because they're just going to say, hey, fuck you. They know that. So it's kind of like you got to hold a barrel.
Why are all the people at Roadrunner so afraid of you anyway? Except for Sophie. Sophie says that she gets along with you perfectly fine.
Yeah, man, it's like I always fuck around with them too. Oh, you guys hate me and everything. But what it is, man, is that they hate dealing with fucking somebody like me that don't let them get away with the shit they want to get away with. And when they try to get away with shit on me, and I say, hey, fuck you, no way, then they're like, damn it, you know what I mean? It's like, what can you do? The owner of the record company loves me, dude. He has most utmost respect for me because I've taken the process, I've taken the fucking responsibilities of doing everything, and so far I haven't fucking, we haven't had any really major disasters, Actually, I mean, the lawsuit that's going on right now, I mean, shit, man, when that all happened, we all got summons and everything like that. I had to go get another attorney, a litigator, get advances to pay his retainer and the whole 9 yards. And then, when I realized that, hey, we're going to need counsel in Oregon and all this bullshit, that's when I was just like, hey, man, fuck this. The ACLU want to get involved in this because it's a civil rights, a fucking First Amendment issue and all that shit, right? So I was like, fuck that. I got on the phone, called information, got the fucking number, called the ACLU up, said, hey, this is going Benton from DSI, blah, 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 blah. They go, oh, yeah, we've been expecting you to call. We've got your summons right here in front of us. We know the law. I was like, okay, and sent them a copy of Legion, because that's the album they're suing us for. And, yeah, man, I mean, 2 or 3 weeks later, I got fucking a lawyer calling me up that works for the ACLU. Hey, I'll take the case. I already got papers drafted. We'll send them in. We're hoping this thing's going to get dropped. I mean, this attorney that's doing this he's a liberal Democrat, and it's all just political, man. This attorney's running for some political seat that he's lost already once, that he used to have, and he wants to get back into this political seat. And he's wasting all this woman's fucking money up and raising her hopes up that she's gonna win all this fucking money. But I mean, they've already settled with the kids that did the crime. Their parents is like insurance companies already settled, and I mean, they were suing everybody for $10 million, right? And I mean, she's settling for $5,000 from this one kid's insurance company, $7,500 from another kid's insurance company, right? I like offer a case of beer and a fucking cart of cigarettes, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a far cry from $10 million fucking dollars. You ain't getting a fucking dime from me because it's the principle of the point, right? If I knew $5,000 could get me out of it, that'd be nothing. I could piss that right in her fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? But it's a principle, man. You know, the First Amendment, we're covered by it. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, the whole 9 yards, dude. I mean, what they're saying is that, you know, what they're trying to do is like, I incited these kids to do this. I did not say, yo, pick up my record, listen to it, get stupid, do LSD, go down to the fucking convenience store and do that. That ain't what you hear in the music, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's just fucking retarded. You know, they think they're going to get rich. They're going to sue the record companies. That's all they're after. They're after the record companies, man. They see the record companies with fucking billions of dollars. Oh, fuck, that's $10 million. That's nothing. You know, they think like that. They're not going to get a dime. They're not going to get a dime. And it's ridiculous, man, that people will, you know, try to do this. I mean, if this woman, you know, these people realize what kind of stress and aggravation and, you know, what they've caused me. You know what I'm saying? I could, you know, if I wanted to drag this on forever, I'd sue this woman, right? For all the aggravation, the stress, the money, everything else that they've caused us. Man, I'd love nothing more than to sue this woman because to me, this is just another, you know, just nothing but a frivolous lawsuit, wasting taxpayers' money, wasting our money, wasting everybody's time. And it's just ridiculous, man, because they ain't going to get nothing. This lawyer does not know the First Amendments, you know, or the First Amendment rights. He's going to lose. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it, man. We're not worried about it. But when somebody sends you a summons and says, if you don't respond within 30 days, blah, 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 you default. And you know what I mean? It's like, come on down here. If you've seen what I have and how much I really own, you'd fucking leave, man. You know what I mean? But it aggravates me because it's stress on myself, my family, you know, the other guys, their families and that. You know what I mean? It's just bullshit, man. You know what I mean? It's fucking bullshit. It has caused us a lot of stress, man, especially me because I've been dealing with it. You know, it's just crap. Record company were like, you know, when that shit all hit down there like this, see you later. They want nothing to do with us, man. Nothing. That's the way it was, man. They want nothing to do with us. They want to keep themselves as far away from us as they can.
Well, isn't that somewhat of a sign of weakness by the record company? Because they should know that it's not going to go through. Every single case like this fails.
Yeah, man, when it comes down to it, they got their fucking insurance companies fucking dealing with it, man. They could give two shits. They don't give a fuck. We're like, well, hey, man, a record company can stand up for us. Fuck that, man. You're on your own, really. When it comes to something like this, you're on your fucking own. It's a scary thing, man. Fucking somebody slap a fucking 30-page fucking summons in your face saying that you owe fucking $10 million, that you know, fucking insinuating that you are responsible for this fucking, you know, this fucking heinous act, you know, making it sound like you were, you know, almost making it sound like you were the one that had the fucking knife in your hand. You know what I'm saying? You know, dude, it's like, man, to me, it's like, you know, I mean, yeah, man, you know, I hunt, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm a fucking asshole sometimes. I'm a vicious animal, whatever. Man, I have, the only thing on my fucking record, I have a traffic ticket, okay?
You don't speed?
A speeding ticket, that's all I got.
Only one?
Only one. I have one speeding
Shitty Barracuda you got, that's why.
No, I wasn't even in my car. I was riding the old lady's car, right? Coming back from Tampa, fucking speed, get pulled over by a woman cop, blah, blah, blah. First speeding ticket ruins my whole fucking driving record. I have no criminal record whatsoever. When I go to a convenience store, I get what I'm going to get, I pay the people, and I walk the fuck out of it. I don't go there, beat them in the head with a fucking hammer or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's retarded, dude. My parents, it all comes down to this, man. If your parents kicked your ass enough when you were a kid and fucking gave you somewhat of a fucking direction in life as far as being somewhat of a decent human being, You don't do shit like that, dude. It's a parent's responsibility. If my kid was to do something like that, I'd kick his fucking ass, okay? If my kid was to do anything like that, if my kid fucking hurts anybody in school or whatever, I kick his ass, okay? It's the parent's responsibility, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can't control your fucking kid, then it's your responsibility to get somebody to control your kid. You know what I mean? It's not my responsibility. I ain't no fucking role model, man. Look at me. Do I look like a fucking role model?
No.
Fucking Michael Jordan and fucking athletes and all that shit. Those are the motherfuckers that want to be role models, man. They're the motherfuckers that want all these big fucking deals for fucking tennis shoes and all that bullshit, dude. I don't give a fuck about that. I ain't no fucking role model. Don't look at me to be the one to fucking raise your kids, man. I got my own kids to raise, you know? It's fucking stupid, man. These people fucking just totally, I don't know, man. It baffles me how people can be so irresponsible with their children, man. I don't understand it.
So this is, going back again to a previous question about some of your beliefs and stuff. You know, some people that would have a blanket statement about Satanism would say that this seems like totally a contradiction going on here. So is there anything that you can...
Contradiction in it.
Well, that you...
One of the whole parts of being the satanic religion is not being stupid. You know what I'm saying?
So is that more of a...
Intellect comes before stupidity, man. I mean, do you want to go around doing stupid things for your own self-gratification, or do you want to do things intelligent that are going to fucking benefit your cause? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Being a fucking moron, an idiot, and fucking doing shit like that ain't benefiting the cause. You're hurting the fucking thing, man. Mm-hmm. All right? It's hurting it.
Are there any black metal bands that you like in particular? Can you begin to respect any of the way that they structure their music at all?
Filth is about the only one out there I think has any kind of fucking... they're the only one out there I think that has any kind of thing going for them. I think all the other shit's just a bunch of kids, man. I mean, come on, man. You know, if you want to go see Kiss, dude, they're on tour right now, you know what I'm saying? Go see Kiss. They're the ones that fucking started that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. So
anything similar to that came after that, like, you know, King Ding Dong and the whole fucking 9 yards, you know what I'm saying? It's like that whole fucking thing, dude. Go see Kiss, man. They're the ones that started it. It's original when you go see them. You know, to go see somebody paint their face up and, you know, come out with the whole candelabras and the whole fucking, you know what I mean? It's just, it's stupid, dude. It cheapens the whole fucking cause, man. To me, it does. I mean, to me, to go out there and paint my face all white and my eyes all black, some fucking Gregorian chants, candles, and you know what I mean? To me, that's just fucking cheese, dude. Go out there, blast their fucking heads off, do what I do on a record, and walk away from it, man, and just leave everybody going, you know what I mean? That's the way to do it.
So is this the makeup and stuff that's causing the problem with in your mind to black metal and stuff, or is it more than that, or is it actually the music? Do you think the music is just not good?
Generally, the music sucks, yeah. Most of it. Yeah, I haven't heard any of it that really, you know, sticks in your fucking head, man. You know what I mean? It's just fucking, and it's there, and it's just, it cheapens it, man. It's really cheapens it when you get into that, man. I mean, you know, I mean, we took our slams in the beginning, man, with fucking armor and everything, man. We took our fucking shots and our slams and everything.
Eric was wearing some fucking big old spiky boots last year in L.A.
Yeah, we got shit. I got people I got a guy that's fucking doing some get-ups for us and that. He's in this leather maker. And, you know, he's totally into shit, man. He actually lived out here. He was requested to do the costumes for Hellraiser 3 and shit, so he's working on some shit for us and that. But I mean, it's like, man, you know, it's like you don't want to, you know, some of that kind of shit, man. When you can't take it everywhere with you, it's like you get stuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go in a certain, you know, I've got all kinds of like armor, fucking leg pieces, and chest plates, and all that kind of shit, man. But it's like when I go to places like Canada, they confiscate all my shit. You know what I mean? It's just like it's more trouble than it is worth. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I mean, it's more work for me. I got 60-something fucking pounds worth of shit on me. You know what I mean? It don't bother me. But when you go to, you know, you want to go to Europe, and everybody wants to see it, and then you get to fucking, you know, you get your shit confiscated and shit. It ain't worth it, man. You know, it cost me a lot of money to make that shit. I ain't gonna lose it. No airport security, man. You know, you go to Europe, and you gotta go through all these different checkpoints. Dude, they'll snack it all up.
You love death metal?
Do I love death metal? I don't know what death metal is anymore.
Any bands out there that you actually appreciate quite a bit?
Bands that I appreciate. In this style of music?
That you like, that you would listen to on a daily basis?
Vader.
What is it about Vader that you like?
I think they're fucking excellent musicians.
You guys done a couple tours with them in Europe, right?
They're excellent musicians, man. Their drummer, Doc, he's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal. The whole band is. Yeah. Peter's a good guy. There's just one band, man, that I think that has been totally just like passed up, man.
I will agree.
People don't realize how brutal and how good they really are. The structure of their songs, the intensity of their fucking music, man. I think they're fucking totally. They blow away any fucking black metal shit I've ever heard, man. They blow it all away. The new album just totally blows it all away. Profundus, man, that album just smokes, man. I can put that thing in my car and just listen to it fucking all day long. Fucking, that's the only that's the only record I've got, man. New shit that's fucking just totally blows me away.
What kind of music do you listen to then when you're sitting at home fucking toking a joint or whatever?
I listen to everything, man. I listen to fucking everything. I don't listen to rap. I don't listen to new wave. I don't listen to fucking whatever the hardcore shit is. I mean, the only hardcore thing I ever listen to is DRI. I really don't, I'm not into that, Some of the stuff, if it's tasteful, man, it's good. I mean, I like it, man. If it's fucking crap, I listen to a lot of old music, man. I mean, I find listening to old music keeps my head fresh, Listen to a bunch of fucking crying and shit, man. I don't know, man. I don't need the influence, Yeah. What's up, Yosh?
Cops.
What?
Cops are out there.
Cops. What's your personal opinion on cops?
I don't have an opinion until they fucking knock on my door. Get the fuck out of here. What is it? What are they out there for?
I don't know. They're all downstairs, dude. Steve took off in the van. A bunch of people are in his room with Eric and Brian. I think he got all bent and took off to go get food or something.
Really?
Cops are in
there with like 2 people. Brian.
The cops knocking on my door.
Look out there.
Cops are invading our space here.
Jesus, the cops.
So Cradle of Filth, you like Cradle of Filth? A lot of people are.
Stuff, man. It's not too bad. Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that they're glamming out or some shit. I don't know.
Man.
I don't think so.
Oh man, I thought they're kind of, I thought they were kind of original, dude. All that shit that's coming out of there, dude. I think they're the only ones that had any kind of like I say, man, with every fucking style of music, with every, you got certain bands that are fucking original and sincere about it, dude. They're one of them, Comes across.
What do you think about all this fascination with like Sumerian religions and all that kind of shit?
Who is it, dude? Don't let anybody know.
Let me see. I think we've gone pretty much over the entire spectrum. Any last words that you want to say before we get on out of here and I let you be yourself? And
sorry for the fucking delay.
That's okay. I have this tendency to respect a little bit too much.
I was starting to feel like an asshole and shit, last time, because it's like I kept blowing you off and that, but it's like when I get there, it's like I'm fucking dragging ass to begin with, and it's like...
Anything to do with the full moon yesterday, why the show went kind of sloppy?
Yeah, probably, man. We were all saying last night, it was a really weird vibe going around in there last night. It's really weird, man. It was a weird vibe. We were just kind of like baffled, man. Just do your fucking job, get the fuck out of there, man. It was last night, we were fucking dying.
You guys were like 10,000 times more powerful tonight.
Oh yeah, man. When you got the equipment, man, it just totally fucking shoots it.
Is that what you guys play for through normally as marshals or what?
They've got their shit set up at home, man. I've got Mesa Boogie, and those guys got all marshals. They got the 1960 cabinets and the fucking the 100-watt heads, and yeah, man, they got their shit together at the house. And, you come to a place like this, and playing your own shit. It's the same thing. It's like every time, man, you go to Mexico and play shows down there. I mean, the shit that these Mexican marshals they bring you, dude, are like taped together and shit. You know what I mean? There's some really bad shit,
Brutal shows, though, right?
Yeah, but I just try to keep it fucking. I just try to tell everybody, dude, just don't let it get to you. Just forget about it, because those guys are real. They take it real personal, man. I don't, because just say, man, deal with it, you know.
It seems like Eric's sleeves were dropping out a little bit tonight for a while.
He's having problems with his amp fucking jumping off and coming off and on and shit, so he was kind of like, didn't want to hit his pedal to fucking hit the lead because he didn't know what the fuck was going to happen. So, yeah, that kind of shit happens, man.
So what can we expect, last question here, what can we expect for the next album coming out?
I think you're going to see a repeat of the last record, man. We're just keeping in that vein, you know, keeping heavy, catchy, you know, just sensible reality, you know, just keeping it heavy, man, staying in where we're at, you know, not changing the vein any.
When do you think you're going to be able to get it out?
We're going to the studio to do rhythm tracks in the next 6 months, so I'd say within the next year, man, we should be done with it.
Is Roadrunner kind of forcing the issue?
They can't. What are you going to force? You know what I'm saying? You're going to come down here and, you know, fucking drag me out of my house, put me in the studio. You can't do that. It won't work. I'll kill you, you know? They know that. They don't come down. They stay the hell away from us. Find out who that is first.
Station identification.
This is Glen, Benton of Deicide, and you're listening to KCPR 91.3 FM. No speed limit.